Okay, so this is what I normally sound like. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. I'm a different person. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Hello. What about now?
What about like this?
What if I double it? Can you hear me? Ooh, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
What about now? Can you hear me now?
It's a little dull. I sound like I am. It sounds like I'm just teleconferencing into this one. Hey Chris, yeah, I'm out in Monte Carlo here. It's about 6 a.m. over here, so really enjoying this. Got up early to join on the podcast. The line's a little bad. I can't really make you out.
I can't even fucking respond, dude. What the fuck? Please do the podcast. I think you're joining us from Monte Carlo. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Empty Promise podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight I am joined on this cold November night by my best friend in the whole wide world, James D.
Hello
Downey.
there.
Big D, if you do like. Big D.
That's an interesting turn of events.
I'm joined by Big D on what is episode 67, where it's always in the kitchen.
It's always in the kitchen.
Thank you for joining me, D, tonight on Friday, the 23rd of November. We've ditched our once so loved Sunday morning podcast.
I know, we're back to Friday nights.
Which is so fucking random.
whenever
No,
works.
to be fair, there is a bit of method to this madness, as tomorrow is our very own Thanksgiving Day.
No.
Yesterday was actually Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is our own version of Thanksgiving.
So let's just get people into the timeline here. Yesterday was Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
today is Friday.
Today is Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Yep.
Tomorrow is Thanksgiving again.
Yeah.
Thank Carter. So
oh, this is gonna be a messy podcast.
you're doing Thanksgiving 2 days late.
2 days late.
And
yeah.
in the wrong
Yeah.
hemisphere.
Yeah.
Wrong continent.
Did you notice that the heat just died? Did you notice that?
I did. We forgot to filter it out.
We'll filter it out when it comes back on. We take 5 seconds.
Yeah. The heat came on, so there's a rumble in the background. That is not just a
like
sound
I
effect.
said, it is the 23rd of November, which means in 1852, Britain's first post boxes are installed.
My God.
Yeah.
1852.
Yep. Swear to God.
That's actually like so long ago.
Do you know that they were actually green back then as well?
Oh, like on post.
Yep, on Fost.
On post.
Yep. And they were erected in Jersey in the Channel Islands. I knew that was coming.
Why in the Channel Islands?
I don't know.
Well,
nope.
Is
no
it
logic.
Is
no logic.
Is it because like
don't
it's so fucking remote out there? They needed like
they should have just.
You couldn't go to everyone's house. You just put it in the post box. And you fucked away.
Oh, possibly. But I always would have thought that they just would have put it into like London or somewhere. You know, somewhere busy.
Busy. Like,
yeah. Put it all in there, and we'll just collect everybody's together.
But maybe in London you could just you could just go to the post office.
True. Were there post offices back then?
I don't know. I'm assuming there's post boxes. There's got to be some sort of
some kind of collective. Yeah. I have a list of things that change color.
Because it changed from green to red.
Oh, that's what it is.
Post box?
Yeah, that's what it is. I couldn't figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so leaves change color.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Chameleons.
Not all leaves. And not all chameleons.
Specialist candles will change color. Baby's eyes sometimes change color.
Yeah,
always from blue to something else.
Did you know that some people pronounce it chameleon instead of chameleon?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just every time I hear
yeah.
Chameleon.
Do you think of Charmander?
Chameleon.
No. What are you saying?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Litmus paper?
Litmus paper.
Yeah, what is that?
The litmus test. You know about this, Chris.
What's that?
Jesus, he sounds man. It's when you test the acidity of a liquid.
Oh, yeah.
The litmus test.
Nope.
You do, man.
Is that where it goes like blue for
Blue,
alkaline?
red,
And, yeah, okay.
You know the crack.
I know that. Embarrassed people change color.
True.
Light sensitive glasses, zebrafish, traffic lights, fading photographs, and some politicians change color.
This is true.
But I found obviously the backup list because
that one was just random as
all
hell.
One that kind of links in with what we're doing right now. This is a list of the early days of sound recording.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Do you know that the very first word ever recorded in the history of words recorded was?
Like shit.
No, it's a name. a female.
Oh. Marion?
Close, Miri.
Oh, damn
It was spoken by Thomas Edison himself when he recited "Miri had a little lamb" onto
mad.
recorder. The first recordings were onto wax cylinders. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
These were later replaced by foil cylinders, and later records, and then later magnetic tape before everything then went digital.
That's weird. You can kind of see how that progresses, don't you? It's kinda
From like wax to foil.
Yeah, and
from
then
foil
to the record, which is just like a smaller version of that, and then
Pretty
like
much, yeah.
tape, which is just that's mad.
And do you know that there is a recording of Florence Nightingale's voice still
Really?
that can be listened to today? Yeah.
That's class.
Yeah. Queen Victoria once had her voice recorded on the condition that the recording be destroyed once she heard it played back. This was done.
That is mad.
Yeah.
There is
Isn't that
some
mad?
type of people who can do things like that, and
I know.
Queen is probably one of them.
Well, we could do it.
Well, true.
We
but,
did
like,
it last
why-
week.
why would
we did it
anyone-
the week before.
Why would anyone like need, or why would anyone respect our wish to do that?
The first full-length talking picture, which is a film with
A
sound,
talkie.
was The Jazz Singer, starring Al Johnson.
Is that the one? No, I don't know it. I don't know it.
Released in 1927.
Fuck.
And some
Oh.
other famous... Oh, there's the heat.
Speaking of sound recording, this is what you have to do if you want to filter out
That
the
list is
noise.
over, by the way. Let's take 5 seconds and just drown out that air.
It's interesting. The people out there aren't going to hear a damn thing here, but we can hear the noise we're going to remove in post.
Yeah.
The noise, of course, we were removing was a rocket ship.
To be fair, like if we want to give people an example of what it is we're actually removing, it's like, you know, when you sit in the plane and it starts,
Yeah.
when they turn the key.
I just did it
Surely
for
there's a
them.
key on a plane, yeah?
A key to start the plane.
Yeah.
Would there be?
I'm assuming that there's just keys to start all transportation, you know?
I mean, if it doesn't start with a key, it doesn't.
How
make
does it
sense.
start?
But
Yeah.
don't some cars start with buttons now?
Yeah, but the planes were around before that, so surely
Yeah,
they
true.
still start with keys. D, I have so
Imagine
much.
losing the keys of your Boeing 747.
I can just picture that pilot. Fuck. Oh, you dropped the phone.
Phone direct, right?
Yep. Okay.
I had a thing I wanted to say.
Of course you do. Go for it.
Did you know that initially, I think is it that your man Bell who invented the telephone,
Alexander Graham.
Alexander Graham, wanted people to use ahoy when they answered the phone.
Ahoy hoy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ahoy.
right now.
Rather than hello. But I don't know where the fuck hello, why it got so prominent, like, because it's not like
Um,
hello.
I know.
Huh.
Do you know? I think it's like, isn't it like okay is like the most used word in the world?
Is it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's because it's like universally spoken every language as just
True, yeah.
okay.
And it can
Okay.
mean a couple of different things. It's like, okay, I
Yeah.
understand.
Mhm.
You can be like, okay, I'm gonna do that. Actually, just means the same thing all the time. Doesn't
But
it?
do you know when you're underwater and you're like hand signaling, you're not supposed to do that as okay. Okay is this. No, sorry. That is okay. That means to go up.
You would not fare well in a scuba diving trip.
No, I didn't.
Go up, go up.
Yeah, there you go. Fun fact. So never signal that you're okay with a thumbs up, or they're going to think that you need air. Are you
mad.
okay? Oh my God, he's drowning. No, I'm fine. I'm okay. The Lion King 2019
I've seen the poster.
film teaser trailer has been revealed. Have you seen it? Did you watch it?
I didn't see all of it. I've only
Very
seen
good.
clips.
Very good. Set to come out next summer. The film has huge names attached to it, including Beyonce, Donald Glover, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. Is it Ejiofor?
Yeah, something like that.
Does
That's the
not-
guy who was in 12 Years a Slave.
And Seth Rogen. Yeah.
And Seth Rogen. Like, why not?
It was aired during the NFL's traditional Thanksgiving primetime game in the US.
Cool.
Fans of the original film were pleased to hear the trailer narrated by James Earl Jones, who plays King Mufasa in both the 1994 original and
Yeah.
next year.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
The only thing is about this D is, as great as it all is, you've obviously seen The Lion King.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No spoilers. But we're gonna have to watch Mufasa die in like
Yeah, like
in real life.
photorealistic
Yeah.
HD.
This is gonna be horrible. I'm not prepared for
There was
that
a
at
clip in the trailer, wasn't there, of the herd?
There was,
You're
yeah.
like, oh god.
You knew what was coming.
Yeah.
But it still looks great.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's
I
gonna
think
be
it's
fantastic.
Yeah.
And bring back all the memories of whenever we were younger.
Big year next summer for films.
The Lion King, Avengers, again.
Pikachu, Detective Pikachu.
Oh yeah.
What was the other one? Summer Toy Story 4.
Oh yeah, shit.
Big. big.
Disney's just like making like so much
And Disney
money.
is just like, here we go. But what about Johnny Depp getting dropped from
Pirates?
Pirates? We
Yeah.
didn't even discuss that.
I don't know. I mean, part of me thinks it's time, but the other part of me thinks it's not going to be worth watching Pirates without Johnny Depp.
See him? Did you see the most recent Pirates?
No.
It was just okay.
Just okay.
Yeah.
I think their whole thing is we're going to reboot with like brand new characters and brand new settings and stuff. So
That's so super silly.
I know, just leave it. Pirates was
Yeah,
excellent. The
I
first
know.
3 films were excellent films.
Yeah, I know. Next bit of news, D. Do you know that Aldi's Kevin the Carrot toy, the advertisement for it, has caused chaos all over the UK and Aldi stores?
Well, you were telling me about this.
I was telling you about the advertisement, but apparently there's been like 3 advertisements so far, so I don't even know if he's fucking rescued or what the story is. The last I seen, he was teetering on the edge of a cliff.
So there might have been progress.
I don't know, but this is what I'm getting at.
Have
now.
the carrots resorted to cannibalism yet?
Quite possibly.
Carrotablism,
Oh, that's good.
isn't it?
That's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Customers of the discount chain have taken to social media to complain that supplies of Kevin, his wife Katie, and 3 baby carrots have run out of stock. These are plushes. These are carrot plushes.
I get it. Yeah.
$3.99 for about this size, and then they sell 100 centimeter carrot plushes. So it's a meter. This is a big fucking carrot. D. It's amazing. You should see this
It's
thing.
so weird. How have they managed to make a carrot like something related to Christmas?
I don't know.
That's impressive.
I know. The
Done a
queue
good
in
job.
stores were not quite on the seal of those in the summer when customers were clambering to buy Build-A-Bear in an offer
yeah.
later abandoned. But on social media, at least, the sales of the cuddly carrots have generated interest. So people have taken in. There's a load of tweets here. I'm not going to read them. This is the 3rd iteration of Aldi's Christmas advertising campaign featuring Kevin the Carrot, and this year also features the Wicked Parsnip, Pascal, which you can also buy as a plush or a toy.
That is a terrific name for a wicked parsnip.
See, it says here last year the toys were put on sale on eBay with a price tag of £1,000. So these guys must have been. These guys must have been.
This is a recurring thing.
Yeah,
is it?
I did not see that last year for Aldi, because Aldi always do those advertisements. Or is that Lidl? No, it's Aldi, where it's like, oh, I buy this energy drink, and it's like $4.99.
yeah.
It's like
Those
I
are like
this
sports
one.
people doing all that shit.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Ah,
But there you go.
Carrots,
So
lad.
the supply of Aldi's Kevin the Carrot, wife Katie, and 3 kids, and also Pascal
so
are running out.
it kind of annoys me that Kevin and Katie are both begin with K.
Yep.
When these are carrots.
Carrots begin with C.
Yeah.
I
Could have
guess.
been like Carl and Catherine.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Carl the Carrot.
Doesn't roll quite off the tongue the same, but whatever. I'm a sucker for animated.
There was a. Okay, so I gotta give you a bit of backstory to this one first of all. Okay.
You know it's going to be good when there's backstory.
So there is a tribe cut off from everyone in the world. They are a sex-crazed tribe, D. Okay, and they have killed a young missionary with poisoned arrows and machetes
Mad.
for infiltrating their camp.
Well,
basically.
I mean, can you blame them?
No. Poison arrows, knives, spears, clubs, axes, and rocks, all of them have been waved angrily by this tribe. Over the years, the message from the natives of the tiny island North Sentinel in the Bay of Bengal, so off India, could not have been clear. Keep away, go home, buzz off, visitors not welcome, we want to be alone. They're one of the very few remaining uncontacted peoples in the world, and they are determined to keep it that way.
It's almost like, right, think about it. It's like 1,000 years ago, if this had happened, right? I know we're like a lot more technology advanced, whatever. But like that's exactly what you'd expect to happen. You come onto our land, we're going to kill you.
Yeah.
You can't come here. We're
Yep.
not allowed here. But now, today it seems so like barbaric, but it's like, it's the exact same.
It's the exact same thing, yeah. All we know about these people is that they've lived happily and largely healthy on their tiny, lush, mangrove-swamped, 20-square-mile island for at least 30,000 years. This tribe has
Mad,
been in existence, yeah.
And people want to come over and fuck that up.
During which time they have feasted on wild pig, clams, berries, and honey, engaged in energetic communal sex sessions on the beach, and repelled pretty much every visitor, well-meaning or threatening, with a flurry of poison arrows and razor-sharp machetes. So it wasn't much of a surprise last weekend when John Allen Chow, a 26-year-old American Christian missionary come thrill-seeker explorer, visited the island and was felled by a poison arrow and then dragged around the white sand beaches by a piece of twine until he was dead.
Mad, like.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a missionary You'd think
Yeah.
he's like just a well wisher. That's fair enough, but like,
He had decided that his life's calling was to convert these people to Christianity.
well, my God.
I say, what a fucking idiot. Like, what an absolute idiot. The people who have lived for 30,000 years in complete solitude, repelling any attempt of contact. And this
Yeah.
guy thought he was just going to waltz
Maybe
in
he
there.
thought he was going to be the divine intervention guy.
Well, apparently he was a wonderful human being, kind, big-hearted, and wonderful fun.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah,
but like,
he's not anymore.
you can't do like
No.
That's what it's the equivalent of saying, right? Okay, I am like. I'm like a Russian, and I'm gonna go over in like Cold War, right over to America, and I'm gonna try and convert
Yeah, I'm
everybody
just going to walk in there.
to communism.
I
And it's
know.
like you can't do that,
No.
like, and everyone knows you can't do that. So why do you think you should go do that?
I know. What makes you... Yeah, I know.
You're not special, like.
I know.
But yeah, fair enough.
No, he's
Listen, I think like those like people, those tribes who have
leave
chosen,
them be.
yeah, they've chosen like they know that there's other things out there. They know what's going on,
And
they've
chosen not to be a part of it.
respect that.
Exactly,
Like, just stay
yeah.
the fuck away. Well, that's interesting.
A piece of news that kind of angered me a little bit as well. A man of 69 years old, 69 years young, who identifies as 20 years younger, begins a legal battle to change his age.
It's so stupid. It's not even.
Did you
funny.
read about this?
No, I've
Did you
heard
hear
about it.
Yeah. So there's a 69-year-old pensioner who says he has the body of a 45-year-old, is taking action to legally change his age to improve his job prospects and luck with women on Tinder.
It's like, you can lie about your age on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
That's not difficult to do. So like, just do that,
Yeah.
and then let the women decide whether they believe you're 69 or
Exactly,
fucking 45. Like, my
The Dutch
God.
entrepreneur Emile Rottelband is hoping he will be able to change his date of birth from the 11th of March 1949 to the 11th of March 1969 after his doctors said he had the body of someone more than 20 years younger. This is just something that doctors say when you're
Yeah.
healthy,
Like,
God, you have you look 20 years younger.
the amount of people who come out of the doctors
Brilliant.
going, they said that is the most physically, you're the most physically fit person I've ever seen.
Yep.
They can't, they,
In too good a
they
shape.
have to be saying it to more
In
than one
too
person.
good a shape. I know, yeah.
In too
Um,
good of shape.
The self-help guru who describes himself as a young god is taking action against his local authority after it refused to change his age on official documents.
If you didn't think this guy was a bit of an egomaniac before, he describes himself as a young god.
Yeah, a young
Oh my
god.
God.
The entrepreneur said his legal age affected his employment opportunities as well as his love life. He said, quote, "When I'm 69, I am limited. If I'm 49, then I can buy a new house, drive a different car, I can take up more work. When I'm on Tinder and it says I'm 69, I don't get an answer. When I'm 49, with the face I have, I will be in a luxurious position."
He's deluded.
He would give up his pension if the courts ruled in his favor. So that's what that's his bargaining chip, I think.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I think that's just fucking stupid. If he wins this, there's something wrong with the world.
It'll work out.
Not that they're... Do you think so?
No.
No.
No, I do not.
Another quick bit. A mother has been left mortified after sending a gross text to the wrong number in a baby brain moment. I read the text. It wasn't that bad. Don't worry. So most people have had the embarrassing moment of texting the wrong person, usually when you're talking about them being absent-minded. But imagine sending a text message of a more intimate nature to the wrong number. That's what happened to this mum-to-be who says she was mortified after her, quote, baby brain blunder saw her text a man with an awfully embarrassing message about her bowel movements.
Oh, yes.
Sales advisor Jamie Astwood, of 28 years young, was texting her best friend Jess Turner on Tuesday morning while using the toilet. However, at the same time, she was attempting to flog her boyfriend's old phone over Facebook and accidentally send a message intended for her pal to the buyer. After innocently quizzing the man named Lenada if he was local, she then sent him the following text, quote, "I'm just having my usual morning plop."
And that's it.
That's it.
No.
I did not find that at all.
That made the news.
He replied with hello, and then she replied with hi.
That's my favorite part there.
No. He then replied with "see you tomorrow morning," and she went "what?" So yeah,
You just love seeing the confusion there.
yeah.
Hello. Hi.
I know.
My morning clap.
There we go. So I don't think that's too. Have you ever done that?
Well, sent the wrong text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens a lot of
definitely,
time. Yeah.
like.
Don't know
The
if you
worst time. The worst is whenever you're talking about someone, you send it to that person.
I
It's
know.
like, oh dear.
I do that about you all the time.
I
Dave.
know, yeah. I love getting those messages. It's like, D is such a cunt. Like, what?
Oh.
Thanks.
Gears of War designer Cliff Blazinski
Cliffy B.
explains why he'll never make another video game.
That's such a lie.
Did you read about this?
Such a lie. Like, he's definitely going to make another game.
Did you read about this?
No.
It's quite a long-winded article, but I'll summarize it the best I can. So basically, he is the co-creator of the Gears of War franchise at Epic Games.
Mm-hmm.
Before splitting off to create the ill-fated Lawbreakers studio Boss Key.
Yeah.
Um, And then he went on, what was that one?
Radical Heights.
Radical Heights, which it flopped.
It was like a last gasp cash in on the whole battle royale thing.
Yeah.
You could tell they were just like out of money, doing their best to make a little bit of cash.
So in a statement posted to his Facebook page recently, Blazinski said, I quote, "I really honestly feel over it. He's bowing out due to a number of reasons, including because the world has become so polarized as it relates to how people converse. I quote, "We're in a polarized world in which we yell at each other through the glaze of glowing rectangles when we could be kind to one another in person," he explained. We're in a world where expectations of a product are so off the charts as our marketing budgets, that game budgets are so crazy that the average consumer can't wrap their head around the cost of making said product. Blazinski's new studio, Boss Key, went belly up after Lawbreakers and follow-up battle royale game Radical Heights failed to find an audience. However, he says he is not bitter, pointing out that he still has a good relationship with many people in the video game industry, including Epic Games executive Mark Rain.
You know what? I just think the guy had a tough break. His game didn't do well. His company went broke.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks, but like I understand why you would want to sort of just step back from it, not feeling good about the whole games industry.
Yeah.
But he says shit like this all the time. I'm pretty sure the last time he said he was making a game that was going to like revolutionize the fucking industry, and it didn't.
He got a massive payout too whenever Epic Games was bought over by that Chinese company. Was it the shares? It was bought. Chinese internet giant Tencent bought the majority shares or whatever in Epic. He received quite a big chunk, and then he also was an early investor in Oculus and made a quote very sizable chunk of money when Facebook bought out the virtual reality.
I'd say most of that money is now gone because he put a lot of money into Lawbreakers and that.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm sure he'll bounce back. Like, he could go get a job at basically any studio. Like,
I know.
You know?
As for Epic, it's doing quite well right now thanks to the massive success of Fortnite. When in fact it was Blazinski who revealed Fortnite to the world 7 years ago.
It's mad. Like,
So
but he was never really involved in it.
No,
like,
it was not. No.
It's not the game he wanted to make.
Nope.
And he ended up making it anyway.
Although
that's the funny thing about Fortnite is it was never Battle Royale until PUBG came out, and then they converted it to Battle Royale, made it free, and it just took off.
Yep. And now look at him.
Oh, it's
up for Game of the Year.
Yeah, which is so stupid. By
I
the
know.
way.
I know.
You see, they're doing like bundles. I feel so bad for these people. They're doing like bundles. So get your PlayStation 4 with free game included. The free game being Fortnite, which is a free game.
It is a free game. So you're just paying for the PlayStation or the Xbox.
Yeah, pretty much like. So it's bullshit.
People would jump at that though.
Exactly. Like, parents who are buying their kids Fortnite for Christmas are obviously going to buy that.
Yeah.
Going, oh yeah, I got the game. Like, so stupid. Stupid.
So the Daily Mirror posted the top 10 worst of absolutely everything, from foods and films to places.
What's number one?
What's
number 10?
There's a load of different lists basically. So there's like
what's number 7?
Okay, we'll get there. Let's jump into the top 10 biggest box office flops or bombs.
Waterworld.
Actually not in the top 10, believe it or not. There's been more that have done much worse.
Can you remember, I was trying to think of this the other day, it's probably in this list. What is the film that literally sold like, it made like $100 on its opening weekend? Like, it made so little money.
Was that recently? No.
Yeah, it was only like, we were doing the podcast when it happened.
Was that that was the Jodie Foster movie. It was...
Is it on the list? Hardly.
It's not, let me see.
It flopped hard, like.
Jodie...
Big flippy flop.
Foster...
Big flippy flop flopper.
Flop. God knows what I'm going to get here.
That is a risky Google.
It's called. Oh my god, it's not here. Oh, it's not here.
Ah, well.
Okay, I'll find it anyway. So top 10 flops. Number 10, Supernova from 2000. Number 9, Stealth from 2005. Number 8, Heaven's Gate from 1980. Number 7, The Alamo from 2004. Number 6, John Carter. Do you ever see John Carter?
No, I heard it. That's the only one. That's the first one I've heard about there out of that entire list.
Number 5, Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within from 2001. Number 4, The Adventures of Pluto Nash. Number 3, Titan AE. Number 2, Cutthroat Islands. And number 1, Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas from 2003.
That one I've heard about as well.
Loss
I've never
adjusted
seen
for
it.
inflation, 166 million.
That's a lot of money.
Crazy.
That's a lot of dollars.
Crazy. The most expensive pint of beer in the world by city. Oslo, Norway, $9.9
For a pint?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Ireland wasn't in there. The UK wasn't in there, so we're fine.
We're all good. Pints aren't so bad here.
No.
Although pints in Dublin.
What about this year? The top 10 saddest places to visit, judging by the name anyway. Number 10, Futile Lake, Canada.
America and Canada always have these unbelievable names for their things. It's always like Lake Superior or Futile Lake.
Number 9, Pointless Mountain.
Yeah, like
Canada. Number 8, Suicide Bridge Road, USA. Like, why?
Sound
Number 7, Dead Horse Bay, USA. Number 6, Disappointment Island, New Zealand.
I like that.
Number 5, Misery in France. Number 4, Boring, USA. Number 3, Mount Despair, USA. Number 2, Melancholy Waterhole, Australia. And number 1, Shit in Iran. It's a place called Shit. So you just don't want to go there. It's probably pronounced like sheet or something, but it's still not great. Like, top 10 biggest defeats in men's international football. I'll just do top 3. 2006, Germany beat San Marino 13-0. 1975, Brazil meet Nicaragua 14-0. And 2001, the biggest defeat is Australia beat American Samoa 31-0.
Is that match though that there was a protest by the team that lost? I don't know if it's those. It doesn't sound familiar, but there's definitely a match out there where it was like they were beat by a stupid amount of goals, but basically because they refused to play because of like their management being fucked up.
Really?
Yeah, don't know if it's that one. Like that could just be like American Samoa just might be very good at football. Could be that.
Number 1, this is a top 10 list here for the most expensive foods in the world. Number 1, the Italian Alba truffle. A 1.5 kilogram white truffle was sold at auction to a casino owner in 2007 for $330,000.
Truffles are really expensive for some reason. Do you know how they find truffles?
Yeah, pigs.
Yeah.
They use pigs to sniff them out, yeah.
What is a truffle?
It's like, I don't know.
I've seen
it's
it,
like
and
buried in the ground.
Yeah,
it's like
and
a
I've seen it being
weird fucking thing. I don't know.
such
Because
a
you get
strange
truffle
thing.
oil and everything. Like, I don't know.
I don't get it. Like, I don't want that.
I don't understand it either.
Looks awful.
Yeah. Golden cannoli. That one's about Broadway. The least popular U.S. presidents in history.
Okay. Well, right. Let me think. Jimmy Carter.
See if you can name a few of them that are in here. Jimmy Carter's number 3. Yeah.
Right. Lyndon B. Johnson. Maybe not.
No.
Nixon.
Oh yeah, Lyndon B. Johnson was number 10. Sorry, I didn't see that there.
Nixon.
Richard Nixon, number 6.
I can get this.
You've got them all so far.
I want to get I want to get another one in the top 3.
Okay, top 3.
Let's think.
So you have Jimmy Carter,
Can we count the current fucking numpty? Donald Trump.
number 1.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
And then let's think of another unpopular president. What?
The current numpty.
President Nump.
I like him.
Yeah. Donald Nump.
I like him.
Let's think. Nah, I don't think I'll get the next one.
Harry S. Truman.
I wouldn't have got that.
Also in there are Gerald Ford, Barack Obama, Richard Nixon. You said that. George W. Bush, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, and that's it. You got the
I
rest.
can't help but feel that it's leaning towards more recent presidents.
Yeah.
Because the poll probably was done recently.
Yeah.
So like you're hardly gonna say like fucking
I know.
Grover Cleveland was an awful president
I
because
know.
everyone was dead.
The most venomous snake in the world is a costal taipan, it's called. And one bite, so one bite from it contains enough venom to kill 4,900,000 mice.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I don't know how much venom. Like
That's a lot of venom.
that's a shitload. Yeah.
Where is that? Australia?
Must be. Number 2 is the mainland tiger snake, and its bite only contains enough to kill 636,000. Now that's still a lot of mice, but 4,900,000. Like that's crazy. How do they even judge that? I don't know.
How does nature make things that are so fucking good at like just killing?
Yeah, no, but it always balances itself out if you think about it, like, because like it can kill 4,900 mice, but it doesn't have legs.
Yeah, well that's
if that
true.
thing had legs and arms and was like a land mammal,
Yeah, imagine like
it was a horse,
tiger.
Yeah, a tiger,
which had
that
that
could do
venom.
that. Yeah, imagine dogs could do that.
God.
Like we're fucked. Like
that's like the long con. We domesticated them, brought them into our
Yeah.
homes, and then in like another 100 years they turn.
Yeah,
it switches on.
What if they just developed venom or something?
Yeah,
Like
we'd be
that's
so
fucking
fucked.
weird.
There's a film in that, Chris. There's a story in that for sure.
I don't know if it would do so well.
Venom dog.
It's like spiders. Do you think if spiders had bells on their legs, would people be as afraid of them?
Maybe actually, because you imagine
Seriously.
sitting here, right, and then just hearing like
Ding, ding, ding.
that would be
Yeah, but
freaky.
you'd be like, oh, it's just a spider.
I know,
Whereas
but
if you didn't see it and then all of a sudden it caught you out of the corner of your eye, you're like, holy fuck,
That
that's a
is
big
pretty
spider.
scary, but like, oh, I don't know, they're gonna suck it.
And
either way.
especially like the teeny tiny spiders are wee cute bells, like ding 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 ding. Whereas like a tarantula was like dong dong. That would freak the fuck out. Like, yeah. Do you ever see those spiders that just live in? They're like trapdoor. They live like they live in the fucking ground and then just come up like this and grab shit and
Oh
pull it
yeah,
down.
yeah.
That's fucked
That
up.
is freaky. Like,
Yeah.
thankfully, like sometimes you forget how lucky we are here. Like, we don't have any of
I know.
those weird spiders.
I watched a fucking.
Don't have any venomous snakes. We
Man.
don't have any hurricanes. We don't have any like earthquakes.
No.
Ireland is so moderate. It's not even funny. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy moderate. It's just
Yeah.
like everything in the perfect moderation.
we
yeah.
get all worked up about a little bit of rain, like
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
flooding, and it's like America, California is basically hell right now. It's completely on
it's
fire.
the closest thing to hell. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like,
Yeah.
this is,
We're like, Jesus, that's cool.
I tell you what,
We'll put the car in tonight.
I wish I was in California now.
And yeah, I watched this program one time about these kids who live in the forest or like on like the bank of a forest or whatever, and they go hunting for these spiders and they like tease them out with sticks and then grab them and cook them and eat them.
Ugh, why would you eat a
I
spider?
know. There's a fucking spider called a Goliath spider, and it like brushes its legs together like this, and its hairs kill things. Like, why?
That is a dead.
Imagine elephants could do that. Imagine elephants could like rub themselves and kill shit. Like,
Oh, that would be mad.
would be fucked.
Imagine like just combine all of these awful things. So take the venom of the snake, take the speed and agility of a spider, and put them on like, as you say, a horse, and just have it charge you down, and give it like the fucking fangs of like a shark. And
The body of a horse, because horses are big,
Yeah.
but the speed of a cheetah. Impossible.
We're creating this absolute abomination, and it would just.
It can
fuck up
also
everyone.
fly
Yeah, a Pegasus
with a
type
massive talons on it to
Yeah.
just grab you. We're fucked. It could possibly breathe fire. I don't know. That's crazy. Oh, it can also swim
thing. Oh, of course,
Yeah.
yeah. At the speed of like.
at the speed of what do you call those, like barracudas?
Yeah.
Just fucking crazy. Oh my god, that's a terrifying
You could
image.
run, but you'll never escape it.
No. Do you know how quick crocodiles are?
Oh yeah.
They're
Mad quick.
fucking speed,
It's
and
'cause-
hippos as well.
Hippos are like one of the fastest land mammals as
Yeah.
well. Like
If you thought about the shit that lives out there, you'd probably never travel.
why the hell would you leave this
I know.
little tiny moderate island where nothing happens?
Did you see the photos that were floating about Facebook a while ago about spider season in Australia?
No.
And it's literally just trees that are just
Mm.
completely covered in like web. Like
I
you
hate
don't, there's
that.
nothing but web.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't, like, it's just crazy. It looks like you're just walking through, like, I don't know, the fucking web. It looks like, in Lord of the Rings when Frodo goes into fucking
Yeah.
Sheba thing's
The cave,
lair.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that, but
That's
everywhere.
insane,
Like, it's stupid.
Australia's just like, I don't understand why people keep going there.
I know. Why is
Get
it
out.
why is it so populated with
'Cause
everything?
it's like
Is it the
sunny,
heat?
Yeah.
But you're like, it's not even like equator. It's like lower.
Yeah. Do you know what it is, Chris? You know what? It's actually because it's in the tropics.
Tropic
Worked this
Cancer.
out before. Because like if you're at the equator, yeah, it'll be really hot, but you'll also
Too
get
hot.
you'll also get like a lot of rain. Like that's where the monsoons and all happen.
Yeah.
It's right above the equator and right below it. That's where like there's no wind, there's no rain. It's just desert.
Just dead heat.
Just
yeah.
fucks you up, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I like this kind of stuff though. We actually got a suggestion that we should do a podcast about the sea. I was telling you about this.
The sea,
About
yeah,
the shit.
yeah. What's in
Pardon
there?
me.
That was just beautiful.
I know.
That was gorgeous. I'm gonna soundbite that. That was,
About the shit that lives in the sea. I'd like to do that.
we have no idea what lives in the sea.
The
Let's
sea
be real here
petrifies
for a
me.
second, folks. We don't know.
No, but do you know what's even scarier? When a whale dies and floats to the bottom, that's known as something because it feeds like so many organisms that just live at the bottom of the ocean.
They depend on just like animals above them dying.
Like how weird is that? Like, holy shit.
Did you see there was a sperm whale that like washed up on the bank of like, I forget where it was, but they removed they removed so much plastic out of its stomach.
No way.
It died because it couldn't eat anymore because its stomach was full of plastic.
No, that's
So
horrible.
yeah, you cut down your fucking plastic.
Yeah.
These
There used to be a
bastards.
great show on Channel 4. It was called like Autopsy of the Giants or something. Did you ever
yeah,
see
yeah, I
that?
remember seeing it.
They
Yeah.
used to do like
For the
an
giant
autopsy.
squids and all
Yeah,
that there stuff.
they did like the squid. They did like whole other
Other
big
animals
stuff
from the sea.
Yeah, I think there's like a whale once, maybe a hippo. I don't know. Hippos are big.
Mm.
Yeah. Any other? No, I think that's all my
I
shit
got some
news.
news. I got some news for
Yeah.
you, Chris. I got an interesting piece of news here. The world record for the loudest thing ever shouted
Yeah.
belongs to an Irish teacher who shouted the word quiet at 121 decibels.
What?
Yeah.
How loud is 100? Can you give me a reference? Hang
I-
on. I'll you go on ahead with your news. and
okay. One person said, "Who the fuck was measuring that?" I think it's like Boeing jet level loud,
What?
like a jet, like whenever whenever the heat comes on here, like
Yeah.
that loud.
So 120. Well, 120 decibels is a chainsaw. That's full rifle.
Okay, yeah. So one above that.
Or an oxygen torch or thunderclap.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Do you know what's weird about decibels as well? It's like 125 decibel is louder than like, it's more than just 5 more than 120 because it goes up and up and up. And
Yeah,
up.
here's a better way of putting it, okay? So the sound of normal breathing is 10 decibels. A
Mhm.
soft whisper is 30 decibels. A normal conversation is 60 decibels, so this
Yeah.
would be 60. And shouting in someone's ear is 110.
Yeah.
So would you do 120?
21.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like shouting in everyone's ear at once.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not, you know,
Wow.
a standard conversation is 60.
Yeah.
120 is not double that. It's like it's that squared. It's like 100 times that, or not 100 times, but like 50 times that. But yeah, that was an Irish teacher, as you can
Wow.
expect. We have plenty of experience of that.
Shouting?
Yeah,
Yeah, of
I'm not
course.
surprised. Yeah, but
Who was measuring that?
yeah, it was at a like an event that they were doing, and someone said, "You've got a very loud shout. You give it a go." And she
Wow.
did, and she fucking knocked it out of the park.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I love the way she shouted the word "quiet" because that's
Yeah.
exactly what you expect. Quiet.
That's mad.
Also, Chris, a German teenager has lost his driving license 49 minutes after he got it.
No. Oh my god. Why?
So a teenager managed to lose his driver's license just 49 minutes after getting it. The 18-year-old was returning from his successful driving test when officers in the town of Hemmer checked his car with a laser speed gun. He was clocked travelling almost twice the speed limit at 60 mile an hour in a 30 mile an hour zone. Some things last forever, others not for an hour, the German police wrote in their statement.
Oh my god.
Isn't that mad?
How fucking heartbreaking is that? Imagine putting all the work in he did to get to that. Finally passed it. He's driving home to tell his parents or whatever.
Didn't even get an hour.
Oh
but like
my
also, you
God.
can't drive 60 through a 30. Just a bit of cop on. The Germans don't have a word for cop on. That's why he didn't know what to do.
That's nuts though. Like
The poor bastard, though. You kind of feel for him. Like,
60 through a 30 is when it's hard to feel for someone like that. Dude.
but yeah, I didn't get the whole pile of news this week, Chris.
No, that's fine.
I got some uplifting news.
Yeah,
Got some
uplift us.
uplifting news
Uplift us.
from an external source.
Good.
Yeah.
Uplift us.
Nicki Minaj.
Yep.
You'll probably be shocked to hear this, Chris.
I probably will.
Nicki Minaj has donated 500 turkeys for Thanksgiving.
I don't think that's a whole pile, D. I don't know if this shocks you, but I've done the math.
Oh,
The
have you?
average US turkey sells at about, well, let's say $17, and she has bought 500 of them, so she has spent $8,500. Let's round that up to be very generous to $10,000 on turkeys. Nicki Minaj's net worth. I'm just going to check our net
I think
worth.
your point is she could have donated a whole heck of a lot more than
It
500.
saves me Googling that. I never want that in my search history.
Nicki Minaj, remove. Well, you're gonna love my next piece of news then.
Good, okay.
Because we're sticking with the hip hop theme.
Good.
Is Nicki Minaj hip hop?
Yeah, she's like fucking R&B, some
I don't
bullshit like that, yeah.
Kanye West. Also donated $150,000 to the family of a black security officer who was killed after like getting the culprit that the police were after. So
he got the culprit and then he was
person,
killed?
and then he was shot by the police.
What?
Yeah. Do you know why?
Did they go to?
Because
No.
he's black.
Was that it?
Probably like America and shooting like fucking people is unbelievable. Like.
Wow.
But yeah, not insane. Like,
Holy shit, that's mad.
yeah, security officer did his job. I'll get shot. Like,
Yeah, but 150,000 is nothing for Kanye.
oh yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have to do it. Like, and Nicki Minaj doesn't have to donate, but they do it anyway. Like,
I know, but
I know it's only a drop in the ocean of their wealth. Like, but it's better
Jesus.
than nothing. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's that actually wasn't very uplifting. The fact that he gave the money is pretty uplifting, but the rest of it's kind of a bummer and sucks. Finally, this one is very uplifting indeed. Although it might make you all very jealous out there. I know it kind of can be me a bit jealous, even though I don't actually play the
Alright.
lottery. But a couple found a lottery ticket worth $1.8 million while they were cleaning out their home for Thanksgiving.
That's crazy.
You never hear about that. Like, or, you always hear about that, but it would never happen.
never
like,
happen,
to you. Like, it's like, not only did you get a lottery ticket that was a winner, which is already stupid odds, right? Then you lose a lottery ticket, and then you
Yeah.
find it again before it expires.
Yeah.
Like-
Before, yeah, because that's the big thing. That was my first question.
Did it expire?
Did it expire? Because these things, when you have like, I think you only have like 30 to 90 days maybe to claim it.
Yeah. I remember that happened recently where like, I think it was the US, they had like remember they had that stupid big jackpot and nobody won it, and they were like, there's a winner out there somewhere, like, but they haven't brought in the ticket.
Isn't it like 393 million or something at the minute here? No,
I don't, the Euro Millions, is it?
I don't know. I've just heard like
393 million.
I've heard something about like 393 million floating about.
That can't be right. That's like, no way, Chris. That's like a third of a billion. More than a third of a billion.
I don't know. Hang on.
Euro, like, holy shit.
Let me just check the.
Imagine
So what is it
winning
I'm looking
that.
for? The Euro Millions.
Imagine winning that wholesale, like you're not splitting it with anybody.
No.
Holy feck.
I kept seeing popping all over Facebook about like this like big massive jackpot. Maybe it's the Powerball, 190 million euro.
Is the Euro Millions?
Well, that's what I see. This could be old. I'm
That
not
could be the
sure.
jackpot though. You know where they do like the whole
Yeah.
everything all in? It could be 390
I don't
million.
know. That's
Lot of
still
money.
a lot of
Do you play the lotto?
money. Now and again.
Yeah.
I'm like it's like going to the cinema for me. I'll
Oh,
play
yeah.
the lotto. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna continue to play the lotto until I win it. And I go, I don't.
Yeah.
I do it like for like 2 weeks and then I just forget to do it and then I fall out of it for like 8 months and then I do it again.
I don't bother doing it.
Do you not? But if
No.
you're not in it, you can't win it.
Well, that's true, Chris. But I'm okay with not winning it
Why?
because I'm probably not going to win it anyway.
What if I won it?
Well, I would expect you to give me like half.
I will.
I would expect you to invest half into the studio,
Yeah. Half of 393 million will go into this little studio
and then I'd launder that money back out into my own
Obviously,
personal
yeah.
offshore account.
through mattresses.
Mattresses.
That's a good idea.
The mattress mafia. It's a real thing. People look it up.
Um,
But yeah, that concludes
that's uplifting news.
the news with
That's
an
very good.
uplifting note.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that news. We are 50 minutes or so deep into this podcast.
Unreal.
This is the Empty Promise podcast. You can find this podcast and all the previous podcasts over at youtube.com/Excite Gaming. That is the umbrella in which we operate under. That will get you to the video version video versions of all these podcasts.
Oh yeah.
If, however, you want to take us on the go, like many of you have started to do, you can find the audio version over at Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Audioboom,
Everything.
everything.
Every podcast service out there, we're on it.
100%, just not SoundCloud.
Yep, just not SoundCloud.
No, probably the easiest one.
If you go to SoundCloud, you'll find one episode.
Yep,
It's a good one.
Yeah,
Listen to
we
it.
should just put up like the best,
Yeah.
like every 10 episodes.
We
or
should probably
something.
just put up the most recent one every time.
We have a new subscriber to SoundCloud. Did you see that during the week?
Oh, I didn't.
I
actually.
even got the notification.
Who
Yeah.
is it?
Don't know.
But thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
There's
very
one
much.
episode. You're gonna have to bear with that for a while. Probably.
Thank you very much. It could be like no, it wouldn't be. I don't know. I have no idea who it is, but thank you very much for subscribing there.
We'll send you an email to come subscribe where we actually put the podcast.
Yeah, you should
Spotify.
subscribe to us on YouTube or Spotify. That'd be great.
They'll not be able to hear this because they're waiting for the podcast to go up on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
I'd also like to make a public apology for the last 2 weeks. We have failed you.
Oh yes, yes.
So week 1 we failed with the Spotify audio.
We cut out half.
We got that rectified. We're like, this will never happen again. And then just this week, we failed with the video version of the podcast. The video was still there.
The video's all there. You can watch the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you can't. You have to stop listening halfway.
We should get
through.
like a BSL person in the corner.
What's BSL?
British Sign Language. I only found that out during the week. That's why I'm using that a lot.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
BSL.
You don't know BSL?
You don't know BSL? Oh my god, you're so dated. We should have a full podcast. Someone just down the corner.
Full accessibility.
What if we got someone like from like the Hollyoaks omnibus on a Sunday, just like green screen them out and put them down in the corner?
You still watch the Hollyoaks Omnibus?
Yeah, what else?
We
We
gotta
gotta
catch
watch
up,
it.
I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
We could just do subtitles. You know, YouTube automates.
They allow
subtitles.
that, don't? Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that work?
They just try and like detect our speech and work it out.
I'd love to know if they're getting it right.
It would mess up so many of our like words because we don't really speak well.
I
much.
watched an episode of Ghost Hunters the other day where they came to Ireland.
Oh really?
Ghost Adventure, sorry, where they came to
that's
Ireland.
Cool.
And because they were talking to an Irish person, they had subtitles on the
Did you
screen
speak BB?
because they couldn't understand his accent.
Were they talking to an Irish person speaking English?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, just like us
sweet
talking.
baby
but
Jesus.
They could not understand it. The subtitles were on the screen.
That's class. Where did they go? If they went to like right the way down to Dingle or somewhere. Like,
no. I think it was like oh, hang on, I will tell you right now, D.
could be like a Dobe accent as well. I don't know.
It's yeah, I watched it and like obviously we could understand it. And I was like, can Americans
Maybe not. Like maybe not. Maybe it's justified.
Um,
I'd love if they were like this person was speaking Irish the whole time. We're like, nah, that was English. You just didn't understand.
Loftus Hall
Loftus Hall.
in Wexford.
Wexford. You wouldn't expect it to be too bad down there, but
No,
I don't really
but there
know.
you go. So they had subtitles. We might have subtitles in this one.
For all the people,
No
all the American
idea.
people who want to listen in.
Yeah. Thank you though to those who are in America who do listen.
Yeah, thanks very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah.
I love
I'm
it.
impressed you can understand us as well without subtitles.
So I'd say sometimes maybe that's why we haven't hit it out there.
Lad, that's it. We can't just do BSL. We also get
ASL,
ASL as well.
Maybe CSL for
What's-
Canadian.
Is that Canadian Sign Language is different?
Probably. Well, they say weird things like oot.
Oot.
Maybe you need like a special sign
There's
for
a
that.
different sign for that.
This week the main topic is coming from Reddit once again.
Yep, we're
Weird.
focusing on Redditors.
Just some different Ask
Some other
Reddit threads. I have one here. How do you want to do this?
You just hit me up with one of your personal faves, Chris.
What are some of the most useless rules in school? This was just a question I seen and I quite enjoyed some of the responses from it. There's one guy here that said, in elementary school we couldn't run outside during recess.
You just can't run.
Nope.
Full stop.
It was supposed the school was supposed to promote healthy outdoor play and exercise, but you could not run.
I love that.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
That's like that safety gone mad thing, though, isn't it? It's
I know. So yeah, I don't know how you want to do this, D. How do you want to jump in or?
Well, what were some of the most stupid rules in our school when we were going? I remember not being able to sell, not sell, but you weren't allowed to distribute on the free market your sweets that you brought from home. You know what I mean?
but we all did.
Yeah, it was
You had to make an
yeah,
extra buck.
yeah. There was a dedicated tuck shop where you could go buy some snacks and sweets, but it had limited range, Chris, because they were trying to cut out sugar. You know they
Fuck
do that.
shop,
They
D.
took Coke out of the vending machines. Where the fuck am I right now? Out of the drink machine. So kids in our school. Why am I so American right now?
Kids in the school, man.
The pupils.
The vending machines.
Yeah, the pupils of this
No,
school.
no. Stay with the whole American thing because
All right, so the kids of this elementary school, they started bringing in their own sweets and selling them at 20p a pop for a refreshers bar,
yeah.
or you get a Stinger at 30p.
A Stinger bar.
they're
yeah,
good
they
for
were
'em.
good.
Get some
Yeah.
sherbet. What do you call them? Just little tubes of sherbet.
Yep. Oh, they're so good.
They were good too.
Like the wee fountains. Yeah. Oh my
you got
god. that was
drumsticks
great.
were floating about.
Drumsticks used to float.
Used to float.
Are you just talking about stuff that we were selling or stuff that you get in tuck shop?
I'm talking about the stuff we were selling,
Oh,
which
yeah.
we weren't allowed to do.
Oh, the sour refresher bars or Lanky Larry's were good for
they
a
were
while.
good, yeah.
Good thing about Lanky Larry was you could bend it and put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
So the thing came about that long, you weren't getting that in there. So you could just
Because you couldn't be seen with these sweets,
Jesus,
or people
no.
would know you bought them off of somebody. you
even though
shouldn't
it was
buy them
very,
off.
very clear when someone was selling
it's so
sweets
obvious.
because their pockets were bulging and
There was about 15 people around them waiting
Yeah.
their turn to buy.
yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah.
But I remember you used to do that. You made a
Did
made a couple of
pound off it.
quid off it.
Yeah,
I got taken off you once.
I did. Yeah, and then I moved on to chewing gum.
Chewing gum was a good
Because
practice.
chewing gum was forbidden in school.
Completely forbidden.
Another stupid rule in school. I understood it, but it was never properly implemented. Apart from that one form teacher that we had, that you always had to walk on the left hand side in single file, and he like fucking drilled us like we were fucking.
If you went out of that room and you turned like just too early to the right or to the left, you're to the right, and you're on the right hand side of the corridor, you were basically going to be beaten.
Yeah,
You're going to be taken
with
to the
big
room.
rulers. Yeah.
You were going to be fucking
Yep,
beaten to a
100%.
pulp and then sent back out.
Yeah,
and then you'd
so
know to walk
he
on
was
the
like the
left.
only person to ever enforce that, I think, in my whole
Too
entire
rigorously,
time.
like.
Yeah, and then every now and again, some fucking stupid person would like fall over a bag and bang their head or break a leg or something, and then for like a whole week,
That
like
escalated.
for like a whole week, the school was like on this fucking like
No
death
school
patrol,
bags.
no school bags, everyone on the left,
Yeah.
and it was just like such. But you could see that the teachers were just like bullshit. The only time I think the whole school ever got in the single file formation, remember when you come from like
Come out of
break or lunch?
assembly.
Not even that, but like I remember one time we used to have the principal was Mr. McAlevey, and he literally like you would never see the man. One time he just decided just to stretch his legs out of the office, and the whole school just went into like 2 files.
Everyone was fucking glued to the wall,
Yeah.
to the left hand
Yeah.
side. Like it was so stupid. Right.
I
now.
like the power that man enforced.
To be fair now,
Mm-hmm.
he did it pretty well. Then
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the following principal just said no, whatever. But to be fair about that whole like idea of walking on the left, I still do that. And I don't know whether that's because of school making me
Is
walk
that just
on the
because
left.
you drive on
Yeah,
the left?
or because I drive and I
Yeah.
know to stay on the left. But if I'm walking in like a busy street, my
Mhm.
inclination is that we should all be on the left hand side.
Well, I mean,
And
if
all the
everybody
people-
followed that,
Yeah.
it would make walking a whole
Yeah.
lot
So, 'cause
smoother.
Maybe it wasn't a stupid rule, Chris. Maybe it was a good rule. Maybe it prepared me for life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Maybe it was just preparation
Yeah.
that you didn't fully understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
perhaps, but it was stupid at the time.
Other stupid rules in school. I don't know. Like there was a fucking lot.
School
of
was
stupid
just school
rules.
was just a complaint.
Do you remember
session,
giving
like,
the
everyone,
old code of conduct to write out?
Oh yeah, knew that thing by heart.
Yeah, 2 codes of conduct for you tonight. Oh dear.
For doing something stupid like not
That was
walking on
another.
the
That
left.
was another thing people used to sell. It was code
That's
of
right.
conduct.
Yeah.
Handwritten.
Yeah.
Handwritten code of conducts.
If
Yeah.
you got assigned like
Holy
you had
shit.
to write your code of conduct, you could just go buy one for like. It wasn't cheap though.
No,
Didn't
it
go
set
cheap.
you back. It was
Yeah.
like black market stuff. That yeah, fuck.
And if your teacher knew your handwriting, you were totally frigged.
Oh yes, credits and debits.
All right, Chris.
Yeah,
I got one for you then. I got
Yeah.
a similar. Ask Threaded. Ask Threaded.
I like.
Yeah.
Why is that not copped
There's
on?
something there, isn't there? I'm gonna start that one. I get
Ask thread it.
home. So it's an ask.
Do not
Reddit
tell Shawnee
thread.
Mac because that bastard will steal that.
He will.
Ask thread it.
Ask Threaded. Anyway,
That's a good thread for Reddit.
What other interesting names do you have? No. In a video game, Chris, if you
Yeah.
come across an empty room with a health pack, extra ammo, and a save point, you know some serious shit is about to go down.
100%.
What is a real life equivalent of this?
Oh.
And this is an interesting one.
Yeah, I know when you maybe in like the workplace, I think the workplace is definitely when we kind of walk into. I don't know how to put this, but when like you walk in and maybe like there's like a manager and maybe someone else like sitting behind like a desk and there's like one seat
Yeah.
and no one else is in the fucking room.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, something's got to go down here. Yeah,
That's one of the top comments as well. Coming in early for a quick chat with your boss and
Oh.
all of the managers are there.
yeah,
That's not going to be a good
that's
time.
not. That happened to me before.
Yeah?
Terrible
Oh,
experience.
That's great.
I was told to come in. Could I come in early for my shift? And I just thought it's just another standard shift where I'm starting early. No, it wasn't.
No.
It was like a performance review, and I was just like, "Oh, this is such bullshit."
Such bullshit, man.
Yeah, I was called the weak link.
You were called a weak link.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
called the weak link.
You are the weakest
I'll never
link.
forget that.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
That's
I-
insane.
Yeah.
Bastards.
100%.
Another one is your parents bringing you your favorite food and talking in a higher voice.
Oh, that's a terrible
You know
one.
something
Actually,
didn't
yeah.
go well there.
Oh,
was thinking-
there's more of these. I'm trying to think of these now. This is a very
Yeah,
good.
There's one I was thinking is like whenever you look at your phone and you have like four missed calls but no messages.
No.
Something.
Someone was calling you, so it was fucking urgent.
Yeah, and they require a call.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
Or like whenever you say you come into work, you probably don't have an experience of this, but you come into work and the car park is empty. It's like, I should have been here.
No, definitely not.
I've come in on the wrong day.
Maybe when you go to like a restaurant and it's fucking empty.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, oh
That's
no,
not a
why
great
is it
sign.
empty? Why is it fucking empty, dude? Do you know what you can get? You can bring up the health review, like the hygiene rating. I did not know how to put this into effect, but you can bring up, there's like a full website. So anyone that has, you know, that little like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
which is like everywhere that sells food nowadays, you can actually look on the internet and see what they were scored before you. So like the likes of like Norman's
Yeah.
and like all the.
Can you see his?
Yeah, you can see them. You can check them out.
Interesting.
And
Did
you
he do
can see-
good? Did you
I'm
look
not
at his?
sure. I'm not sure. No, but you can check them out and see, and you can actually read into why. You know, there's like a review written as to
Oh,
why.
well, that's actually
So it's
pretty
not
good.
just like 4. It'll be like 4. You know.
Because they didn't do this.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Remember Just Eat? We're getting like a bit of grief for that because like you could have like say a place that has like a rating of like 1 really shit rating, but on like Just Eat it has like 5 stars. And it's like I'll get from here because it's got good reviews.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you got food poisoning.
I felt like that a couple, well, not a couple of times, but when I went to Belfast a couple of times for like a course I did, and had to get buses like all over the place. And I remember like sitting on like the bus, and there was like no one else in the fucking bus, and I was like, I'm definitely in the wrong bus. I was like,
Yeah.
this is like that one like 4-hour ride to like Cork or somewhere, and I was like, oh no, I'm definitely on the wrong bus. Like bus for like Lisburn Road, and I was like, I'm definitely going to Lisburn, just Lisburn, not even the road. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's a terrible
There are
feeling.
a few moments in life where you just know something is not right here.
Very good. What about this, D? Can you tell me what is something that everyone in the world praises, but it's actually horrible? So, like the
hard to-
first one here was it was like sacrificing for your job. So everybody
yeah,
praises,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
just it's a horrible.
Putting hours in where
Yeah.
you're not getting rewarded for them.
100%. Yeah.
It's like, so it's a weird thing though, because sometimes I do stay a bit late in work, and it's because I wanted to get this thing done before I go.
Yep.
Because I know I'll not be able to fix this when I come back in the next day. Take me
Mhm.
forever getting into it. And it's like, that kind of makes sense. And then you're like, I'm not going to receive any thanks for that. Like,
No.
you know, if it takes me an hour tomorrow to get right back to the spot where I was, 5 minutes
yeah.
before I had to go, does that matter? Like,
So be
you know?
it. Yeah.
But it's like, sometimes it's just personal. You want to get it done.
Perfect attendance at work or school. Just please stay at home if you're sick.
Well, yeah, this
you know,
is it.
don't
yeah.
be fucking coming to either of those two places if you're dying to strive for that perfect attendance. Everybody praises you for the full attendance, but like no one sees the fucking bigger picture.
In school, that was the only thing I had going for me, Chris. No, I had fucking awful attendance in school.
Oh, so did
I
I.
loved taking the wee sick day off. Like,
Same, like especially
nothing
on
wrong with
Monday.
me.
You know, just extend that weekend.
Did I tell you that I booked all the Mondays in December off of work?
You what?
I've booked all the Mondays in December.
No, you haven't.
I have. Yeah.
This year?
Yeah.
What a
Coming up, like,
fantastic.
Monday coming is my last Monday for the rest of the year.
That's class. That's
Right,
actually
awesome.
class. I'm also off Monday as well.
Nice.
Um,
I'm in this Monday though. But this is my last Monday.
yeah, of course, yeah. Kids doing hours of homework each night.
So stupid.
Pointless.
So
Pointless,
stupid.
yeah.
Like, what is the right? What is the logic behind it? You go to school to learn, right? And you
Mhm.
take a bit of homework home with you to go over the stuff you did at school. Except it very rarely is going over the stuff you did at school. It's more bullshit on top of the bullshit you were doing.
Yeah.
So
You,
just
you
do the
learn
bullshit
enough in the
school.
6 hours
Yeah.
at school. Yeah.
If they're not teaching you enough in the 6 hours of school, they're doing something wrong,
This is a very good one, D.
right?
Not sleeping or staying up late.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I only got like the Garrett Drake. I only got 4 hours sleep last night because I wanted to do this. You're like, man, you're gonna die.
You just need to fucking sleep.
You're going to
Yeah.
die.
I know. I remember thinking it was cool, like whenever.
Yeah, I'll do it all nighter.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do it all nighter.
Yeah, we did an all-nighter. We did 2
Yeah.
all-nighters.
Yeah.
Like, why?
I did an all nighter for my dissertation submission. It's the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
I wish I just did it a day earlier.
I remember speaking to you in the podcast before saying I was going to do an all-nighter.
Yeah, and
I
I
got-
kept telling you no. Don't
Yeah,
do
and I
it.
got to like 2, half 2, and I was like, this is stupid. I'm going to bed.
It's so not worth
Yeah,
it.
and I got up the next morning feeling like shit anyway. And I was just like, why? You know? That's horrible. Oh, I did an all-nighter recently.
Did you? Oh, at work?
For work, yeah.
Did you not sleep during the day for that?
No.
My God.
No, I woke
You're
at
mad,
I
man.
woke at like 10 that morning. And then that was me right through to 5 a.m. the following day.
Grim.
5:30. So it's not is it an
Yeah.
all-nighter? I don't know.
I would call it. You're up all night.
Mm.
Put it that way.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good one, I think. Working all the time and not getting enough sleep. Kids who are quiet and seen as more mature. Like that's praise,
Yeah,
but
true.
you know,
Yeah.
maybe they're just
Maybe they're sad about something.
yeah.
It's hard to know, isn't it?
I don't know. There's quite a few in there. That
What
was
is it again? Just the topic. It's
things that everybody praises, but they're actually horrible or
yeah,
actually
yeah.
bad. Yeah. If all propaganda were 100% true, who would be the most powerful entity or organization on Earth?
If all propaganda were totally true.
Yeah.
So who? Probably like fucking Facebook or something.
A penis enlargement place, probably.
True.
Scientology?
Maybe. Oh, do you know what it would
I
be?
don't get Scientology.
It would be those get rich quick schemes because everyone would be billionaires.
True, yeah. Pyramid schemes.
Yeah.
The homeless guy down the street that thinks he's God.
Oh my god! What about the end? The end is nigh guy.
Yeah, I know.
Would be so fucked.
There's one of those in Armagh.
Was there? Yeah.
Yeah, he just stands on the library steps.
Does he? I think I know that guy.
Mhm.
He stopped me one time and he was like,
Do you know him? Or
no,
you
like
just-
he
oh,
stopped
yeah.
me and talked to me, and I was like, stop talking to me, you dick.
What about what childish thing do you still enjoy?
What childish thing?
Yeah.
Probably like a lot of things.
Yeah, same. Someone put up here,
Sweets.
I am buying chicken nuggets and they only have regular and I'm looking for dinosaur shaped. I mean, if
Fair enough.
if you have the option, like
Yeah.
of a regular chicken nugget or a dinosaur shaped one, like, you're gonna eat it. You know?
I
You're
would
gonna-
normally take a hot chocolate out of like a tea coffee place.
Yeah.
Is that a childish thing to do?
Oh, I think that's just personal
I
preference.
always feel childish when I ask for hot chocolate and everyone else is getting coffee.
I wish you would fucking drink coffee, D.
I don't like coffee,
I know,
Chris.
you should.
There's something wrong with you. You should like it.
Swinging on swings, someone put up here.
Oh, fair play. I haven't swung on a swing in ages.
I haven't swung on a swing in ages since I swang.
I haven't swung on a swing.
Cartoons, but I don't think cartoons are.
When's the last time you were on a slide? Like, no, I'm not, like, literally went down a slide.
Just a regular slide.
Any slide.
Bouncy slides and stuff, I guess. But even then,
Fair
not
enough,
too recent.
I
I
think
think maybe
everyone
one
should-
day I went to the park, maybe a couple of years ago, with like Eden or someone, and I went down the slide. But do you know what the worst thing about it is?
What?
Like when you go to a park on a good day and those things heat up, oh, it's terrible, dude.
It hurt.
Like you don't even go down it the way you're supposed to go down the slide.
I don't know how kids go down those things, like, wearing shorts and stuff.
That's what I mean.
Like, you
No.
burn the legs yourself.
Exactly.
But they're
yeah.
resilient little bastards, kids, aren't they?
Lego.
I have actually played with Lego not so long ago.
Lego's fucking class,
Yeah.
because you can build it. It's like Minecraft for you. You know.
It's like it's the OG Minecraft. Like.
Yeah.
I built I helped my nephew build like a fighter pilot, a fighter jet
Yeah.
out of Lego once. Recently, it was awesome, and I was like, I'm gonna buy more Lego, and I didn't.
What about like pushing yourself around on like an office chair with wheels?
Oh, I love doing that.
That's class.
Yeah, it is. That
Yeah.
actually is class.
I don't think that's really childish. I think that's just a viable
It's a
option
fun
for
thing to
getting
do.
away. Yeah.
Let's be real here.
Video games definitely aren't childish. Cartoons, I don't
No,
think are
no,
childish.
no,
They aim
Well-
cartoons at adults
Yeah,
nowadays.
there's so many adult references. SpongeBob is a perfect example. Like,
Yeah.
you'll enjoy SpongeBob.
Rick and Morty is a cartoon.
Yeah, but it's not really a cartoon. It's more like an animated
It's a
show.
cartoon. It's an animated show.
It is. It's an animated show.
Riding on, well, it says here shopping carts, shopping trolleys. I still
Oh.
do that at work.
Whee!
I build up a bit of speed and just
I
let my
would-
legs up.
I would do it, except I don't really go shopping anymore.
Do you not know?
Oh no,
That's sad.
no. I just order things in.
Well, I like
I'm
that
lazy.
too. Yeah. The ice cream truck,
Yeah, it's not wrong to still get excited when you hear that thing coming.
snow.
Okay, no, that's my biggest one. I absolutely love the snow.
I know you do.
I am a massive child
I
when it
know,
comes to the snow.
I know.
I love when I see the snow coming and everyone else worries about like driving about and getting things done. I am so happy that I will have to be stuck in my house because I'll just go out and I'll build an igloo or I'll build a snowman.
Yeah.
And do all this shit. I love the snow.
I think it's just.
God, I can't wait
think
till it
it's-
snows.
No, I think it's just okay, Eddie.
No,
it's
yeah.
so cold.
Most people are like that, but I know it's cold, and I only play in it for like a half hour, an hour, but it's like so much fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait until I get playing with my nephew and stuff.
You just want to play in the snow,
I
do you
love
know?
the snow so much.
D, what is worse in the real world than what's depicted in a movie?
Worse than the real world.
Yeah, than what's depicted in the movie.
The noise off of a silenced gun
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
is like I watched a video on this once. You know the way in real life or not, in movies it's like and no one hears it.
Yeah.
Pew, pew. That's it. In real life, it's like the silencer. All it does is stop like the shock. So like the,
Yeah.
it'll still go like boom, really loudly, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They've just been lying to me, Chris, this entire time.
What about head injuries? Like whenever people are knocked out in movies.
like, and they just jump back up.
Do you know what fucking show is rife for that? We
What?
both love this show. Like
Lost. Yeah.
Everyone gets knocked the fuck out in
Yeah.
Lost with like the butt of a gun or a stick D, and like the next scene they're just like, oh, what was that? When really like they are going to be concussed, possibly brain dead.
Yeah,
God
it's
only knows.
You're
like,
not going to wake up and be okay after that.
Yeah.
Like,
Childbirth.
oh, right enough. Like,
Yeah, in movies that's just
like,
never shown
push,
properly.
push. Oh, that's the beautiful baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
And the child is always like fucking like 4 months old when it comes out. You're
Yeah,
like,
no.
that ain't right.
Do you ever see the baby in American Sniper?
No.
It-
Oh, I've heard about it though. I've
Jesus.
heard that it's not a real baby.
I didn't want to believe it because I like that film, and then I seen it and I was like, oh my god, this! Come on, guys,
fuck's
come
sakes,
on,
like-
Clint Eastwood.
Apparently, it's because the baby that was supposed to do it couldn't do it because they were sick, and then the backup baby couldn't do it either.
No way.
At the last
So they
minute,
just got a fucking doll. That's terrible. What a terrible.
they got a doll.
It was a fucking doll. Gunshots and everything about them.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're
The
they're
noises
really
of
loud.
guns.
Yeah, the recoil, especially with pistols. You
Yeah.
always see. Yeah,
The noises as well. You know, whenever a person takes out a gun, it goes like to get there. You're
yeah,
like, "A gun-" it's like picking up a pen.
yeah.
It doesn't make a noise.
Wild animal attacks. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Good example of this though is Batman. You know when the dogs get released upon him.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
like one of the times in a movie I'd be like, holy shit. Oh no, the Revenant, not bear attack.
that was
That's a
pretty
proper
grim,
bear attack.
grim, like.
The process of coming out of a coma. Because you don't just
I'm
suddenly
awake.
wake and
Yeah.
make full, you know.
It's probably years
yeah,
and months of recovery and stuff.
Yeah. Dying in movies is often done very quick when really it's quite agonizing. Choking.
As you could expect.
You can't choke someone.
Oh, the Heimlich maneuver. out
Yeah,
there.
possibly, yeah.
Apparently, you're not supposed to do that unless you absolutely have to.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the first thing everyone. Oh, I know one. CPR. Yeah. Because whenever someone drowns and they come out and it's just like 1, 2, 3, breath, kiss of life, and they're fine.
Yeah, again, Lost love CPR
Yeah.
and like last minute recoveries. I love Lost though.
That's brilliant.
Hangovers.
Oh yeah, people
In
seem to
movies, like they
function
go on
fine.
like 2 and 3 day benders and then they're like, oh, a bit groggy with a headache. And then they just go on about their day.
Do you know what film annoyed me about that? It
The
was,
Hangover?
No, The Hangover was still pretty good. But,
Yeah.
I forget. I think it's called like. This kid turns 21. He's allowed to drink. And they go mad, and he's like completely stoned at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next scene, he's like basically fine, but still a little tipsy. You're like, that's
Okay.
not how alcohol works. If he was fucked, he was so drunk that he couldn't like walk about before. He's done for the night.
Do you know what the movie is?
I should just fall asleep. Yeah, it's something 21. Something about him turning 21. 21 and over, I think it is.
Right, I've never seen that. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. It's not. It's from the guys who made Project X. It's okay. It's only okay.
I like Project X.
Yeah, so do I.
Let me see. Here's one here. What small things make you happy?
What small things make me happy?
Fresh socks.
Oh yeah, for sure. Fresh sheets.
I'm not like fresh sheets. They're okay.
What do you mean they're okay? They're amazing.
They're okay.
You take the feeling of fresh socks and just put it over your entire body. That's fresh sheets.
No, that's fresh clothes.
You're not helping me out here.
Fresh socks is an amazing feeling,
Fresh
especially
sock-
if it's a brand new pair. Like I'm talking like a brand
Are
new
you
pair.
okay? Fresh socks. Take this for example. I've been out playing in the snow,
Oh my god, you love
and,
snow.
and my shoes are destroyed, and
Okay.
my feet are soaking. And then I come in, dry off my feet, and put on some fresh socks. That's probably better than fresh sheets.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. But I'm talking like a brand new packet. 1st of September, you're going back to school. And you've got a new pair of thin black socks. And you're just sliding it
Sexy,
on with
yeah.
ease. You know, there's no discomfort. There's no nothing. Oh boy, that's good feeling.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What about waking up early on a Saturday and then knowing that you're
waking
off?
up like
Yeah, waking up like 3 or like 4 or 5 in the morning and knowing
you can go back to sleep.
Yeah,
That's pretty fucking excellent.
that makes me happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What else? What else make like small things make you happy?
I like it whenever I get the correct amount in the kettle when I'm making tea for multiple people. So I make just enough for 4 cups
Nice.
and not any more.
And that's it, just the
Yeah.
part. Yeah, because it doesn't feel like you've wasted electricity
Yeah,
at that
that's
point.
exactly it. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I like that. I also like when the kettle's already boiled.
My dad actually gives out to me for that.
For putting too much water in?
No, too little. I'm like, I'm only putting this much in. He's like, you can't, you'll blow up the kettle. I'm like, no, as long as there's at least the minimum
It's
amount,
over the
we're
minimum.
fine.
We're good to go.
I will just go over the minimum because it's just enough.
Yeah, mine was don't like when I do that either because
You will blow up the kettle.
No, because we don't have any backup water then.
Oh yeah,
Imagine
exactly.
you make a bad cup of tea, you can't go back. But
True. But would you ever make a bad cup?
not me.
No.
Quit.
The little things that make me happy. You know, like
Whenever I switch on the Xbox and the PlayStation, and it's in that like not like start up from scratch, it's in that like low power saving mode, and it comes on straight away.
just straight away.
I get happy when that happens.
The smell of firelighters make me happy.
Oh yeah,
I like the smell.
I like the smell of like a lot of flammable things,
Same.
petrol, oil.
Permanent markers.
It all smells
A lot
good.
of solvents. We do not endorse
We should
solvent
be
abuse.
staying away from all this stuff.
We do not endorse that.
I thought of another good one there, and I can't fucking remember.
I
it
think
now.
like there's a lot like the sound of things that is just like, oh, that's just so nice.
There was one there, Chris. That was so it was in my head, and then you said the other thing that's gone there. The sound of an achievement popping on Xbox 360.
Oh, that used to be good.
Boop,
Yeah.
boop.
Trophies do that in PS4 though.
I don't like that sound though.
I do.
It's like
bling. Yeah,
I don't like it as much.
I do.
It's because the other one's baked into my nostalgia brain.
Well, bloop, 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 bloop. That was really loud.
Oh, so
Yeah.
good. I like that. There was another one I can't fucking remember it though.
There's definitely more.
Oh yeah. Whenever we're back here and you've got data on your phone,
Yeah, that's true.
that's an amazing feeling.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
very true.
I can
Whenever
actually-
we have data on our phones and we're not getting interference in the mics,
yeah.
what happened to us those couple of weeks?
Perfect. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know either. Oh, putting the USB in right first time.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Because it's always like, nope, turn it around, nope, and then you turn it back and it's like, yep.
Right
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
Right enough. Hey.
Yeah, I like that. Little things that make you happy.
Oh, getting something in the post that isn't a bill. Like getting anything.
Oh yeah. that's
Sometimes
quite
I just like to buy things on like Wish just so I get something that comes to the house and I get
Yeah.
to open it.
good. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Will I hit you up with one?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm still browsing.
Oh, you're browsing, are you?
Mhm.
You get
Oh, when I
one-
bite into a Magnum.
the crisp. Can't really do
Yeah,
it.
it's quite
Can't
good.
really do it.
No,
so
I
well.
can't do it at all. I feel like I need a Magnum right now.
Do you know what's delicious? Just off.
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
around
of course.
Snickers ice cream bars or
Oh,
something.
they're so good. Do you like the Mars ones or the Snickers ones
The
better?
Snickers ones.
Same, because it has the nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Delicious.
Do you eat it any certain way? I like to try to save as much of the caramel nut, and
No, I just eat through it like a bar.
I don't. I think there's just a little bit too much ice cream on it.
Oh no, it's perfect.
That's my one flaw.
It's
with
perfect
that.
in every
Oh,
way.
no. Just saying.
Here I got one for you, Chris. Right?
Okay.
You're gonna get $1 million. However, it's because $100 is taken from 10,000 random people. If nobody knows that's how you got the money, would you do it? Why or why not?
So I'm gonna get $1 million, but it's coming from 10,000 individual people, but they
No.
don't know I'm getting it.
They're all gonna know that they lose 100, but they don't know that you get the money.
Yeah, I take it.
You take it.
Oh,
What
yeah.
if that one of those 10,000 people is me, and I'm £100 short for my bills this week?
But I'm also £1 million up, so I would just split it and give you 500,000. So now you're no longer £100 out.
Do it.
What about that?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those moral things. Most people said no on Reddit.
Did they?
Yeah, most people were like,
I think there's an awful lot of fucking fake people on Reddit.
yeah, true, actually.
That's why we need to start thread it.
A lot of people on Reddit, exactly. A lot of
Mhm.
people seem to go like with their own personal stories, like, oh, this had happened to me on this week, it would have ruined my life, so I wouldn't do it. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And then there's this guy who's like, I'll be the asshole here. If nobody knew, yes, I would take the money. I'm so tired of worrying about money. It wouldn't matter where I got it from.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, like, just I'll take the
100%.
money.
Without saying a number, D, how old are you?
I am
So
old enough
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
to drink in America,
Uh-huh.
but
Good.
not yet old enough to rent a car in America.
Really? Oh, yeah, right now.
Yeah.
I'm still not that age. No, wait, am I? No, I'm not.
I don't know.
Clearly not if you're not.
I am the same age as a popular TV show which features Jack Bauer. Got it. I think I did it. I think I got it.
Well done. Yeah, I got it too. Yeah, that's brilliant.
I think I got it.
I'm also that age.
Yours is far easier than mine.
We're
It's like,
24.
I'm the same age as James.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are 24.
That's very good. Yeah.
There you go.
Ah, class.
Think of another age. I like this one. This is good.
What is it?
This
Think
is
of a
good.
different
Think
age
of
that we can
any-
do without saying the age.
Yeah, give me another age that I try and guess without you saying the number.
Okay. What about I am the age of Adele's first title album?
21.
There you go.
That was too easy, man.
No. Her first was like 18, wasn't it?
Shit.
Yeah, I think it was like 18 and then it went 21. Oh god, we're terrible at this. Okay, do another one. No, 10,000 BC is not an age. I'm just thinking of numbers now.
No, you have to have the age first, don't you? You have to have like an example.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We've
Okay,
lost
I
it.
tell you what, people who listen and people who like to comment, there's not many of you, but there are some of you. Come in, tell us what age you are without giving the number.
Yeah,
and we'll work it out in
That's
comment.
fine. Have you got another one for me?
Comment back. Another thread?
Yeah, maybe
another
we'll,
thread.
Yeah, we'll do like another one, I think.
Okay, I have one. Oh Jesus fuck! I forgot about this one. This one's not suitable for work, you guys. If you're working,
Oh, is this a bit not safe for work?
it's not suitable.
Oh,
for
like
work,
this. Let's get a big warning of NSFW right now.
If a genie grants you the opportunity to ejaculate $50 in cash instead of sperm every time for the rest of your life,
I'd let it fall off, D. I'd let it fucking fall off. $50 every single time. I would be fucking rich.
you could never have any more children. Would you accept? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
No,
I could.
no kids.
No, I could just pay for puppies.
There is another thing you've not thought of here, and I didn't think of it either.
No, right. Let me think about this. Like, how many times could you go a day?
Oh,
like,
lad, like you could make it work.
for $50?
You wouldn't be working anymore. I tell you that much.
No, you wouldn't. Holy
Damn sure.
shit,
But
you
might
wouldn't.
you mightn't be paying. You might be giving 500 turkeys away. At Thanksgiving. You might not
No.
have that type of money, but you'd be doing all right for yourself.
Damn.
But here's the thing, and I didn't think about this as either at all. I was like, I would definitely take it, no questions asked. And then some guy commented saying, "I'm super worried about paper cuts."
Oh shit, yeah. Oh,
And then,
wow.
and then I thought,
Oh, wow.
and then I read some more comments, and it's like, I'm guessing no one had things come out of their penis that should not be coming out of
What
their
if
penis.
it was £50 in change? In like 20p's or something.
That's just like the worst case
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
of kidney stones like imaginable.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're 50 quid in change in pennies
For just
Oh,
for
God.
just a 50 bob note, I'd probably do it. Like,
50 pub note,
yeah.
a single
Do
note.
it, yeah.
Madness there for you.
What about, here's one more before we go on to closing up the pod. What is the weirdest thing about modern life that people just accept as normal?
Probably phones, like mobile phones
Yeah.
that we just sort of be on all the time.
What about the lack of privacy?
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see, Facebook's getting a lot of flack recently because of their whole privacy, them being shit at it and stuff, and selling people's data and not being protected very well.
Is this why? Is this adding fuel to the fire that Zuckerberg should?
Go.
Yeah.
Probably. I think it's really cool that our post came up on Reddit the other day. Seeing as we're talking about Reddit, how Zuckerberg bought all of his neighbours' homes out from them so that he could have some privacy.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Did he actually?
Yeah, that's what he quoted the same way he did it. But anyway, yeah, the lack of privacy is pretty weird when you think about it. It's like there's cameras like everywhere, and we just sort of accept it. There's cameras on your phone. There's cameras on that laptop. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah. What about? No, I've lost it. I've lost the thread.
You
It's
lost
gone.
the thread.
It's gone. That's done.
Reddit's gone. Chris.
Reddit's done. Reddit's fucking done. I enjoyed that day.
That was fun.
Just some random fucking
was
questions. from
definitely
Reddit.
fun,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was good.
Reddit has got some good material. You should all check it out. We are of course on Reddit as well. You can just go over to reddit.com/r/empty promise podcast.
No. You can visit the sister site, Threadit,
Threadit.org.
where you'll find us. And that's it. Let's get personal with the podcast for 5 minutes before we close up shop.
Sure.
What have you been playing or eating this week?
I've been playing dominoes and I've been eating a lot of the forest.
Good.
Huh?
Very good.
No, I've been playing the forest, which I told you about last week, which
You
is
did.
Lost meets Minecraft meets fucking just weird
fuckery.
shit.
I watched a video of it afterwards.
Yeah, did you?
I
Looks
was like,
good, right?
It does look good, yeah.
We got a lot further. Actually, we restarted, set up a new base. It looks awesome.
I used to do that all the time in survival Minecraft
Yeah,
and be like,
yeah.
fuck this base.
This new
Let's
base is
restart.
actually pretty sweet. We've got our trap set up. We've got a little system going where we have a door that they like to go to, and then we have like a wall in front of that door.
Yep.
So the only way to get in is to go around the wall, and that's just laden with traps. So they get
Fantastic.
fucked
yeah.
up when they come in.
Wow.
And we went exploring these caves. some weird
It's like
shit.
a mob spawner in Minecraft. The shit you got going on there.
Yeah.
You're
There's
luring them.
There's some weird shit going on in them
Do
caves.
they
Chris.
drop anything when you?
No.
No.
Well, technically.
XP? No. Is there XP?
It's kind of weird. You can burn them for their bones
Yep.
and make armor out of that.
Wow.
You got to get dirty in this game, Chris.
Wow, fantastic.
You can also, use their appendages to make effigies.
Good.
It's a weird game, but
And
it's
the
very, very
caves are
fun.
weird.
They're very weird.
Caves are fucking weird.
But you have to
place.
go into the caves to find out what's going on with the story, Chris.
I don't want to find out what's going on.
We found a key card. We found a key card, and there's a door on the yacht that
What
requires a key card.
What color key card?
It's a white key card
Ooh.
with a picture of a face on it, but it's covered in blood, and we can't see who it is.
Holy shit.
It's all kicking off, Chris.
Fantastic.
I also played a bit of Destiny 2.
Wow.
Yeah, which was I've never played before, and I never thought I would because it's obviously strictly online.
Was that after?
Jesus,
Oh.
just shouted that.
Sorry, I'm terribly sorry for that. Was that after we talked about last week? No.
Possibly. I think I mentioned that we got it for free, so
Yeah.
why not play it if it's free? Like,
Yeah, of course.
played it very briefly. We're getting into it. Still playing a bit more of Black Ops here and there. Also watching Laura play Final Fantasy X,
right, yeah.
which I can't play because it's turn based and
I just can't do that.
I just can't do that.
Yeah.
But it's a cool story. I'm enjoying it. And food wise, Chris, I've had 2 Dominoes in 2 days, and I'm gonna make it a third tonight.
Oh my days.
So I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
Third Domino's sounds fantastic.
Right?
I had Domino's on Sunday.
Yeah, good.
Yep, it was very good actually.
That's
I
excellent.
went.
That was after our pod.
Yeah, I went Italian half and half. And it was very, very good
What
indeed.
half?
I went half meteor, half like triple cheese. Just because I enjoy a triple cheese pizza.
Triple cheese? I haven't seen triple cheese.
Well, you see, you get double cheese, and you ask them to go again with the cheese because they just don't put enough on. It was very good.
Fair play.
I also got the chicken wings and the cookies.
Cookies are good. Haven't had the chicken wings. The wedges in the pizza garlic
I've had
bread.
better wings, D. I've had better
fair
wings,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I myself took in the Spyro then.
Oh yeah, I meant to
It's
say.
fucking great, man.
It looks
It's
excellent.
very, very good.
I was so happy that you got it too because I wanted to hear
Thank you.
your thoughts and opinions.
My thoughts so far is that it looks and sounds absolutely fantastic.
Super.
It plays every bit as well as you'd expect. It's literally like how Crash Bandicoot plays.
Yeah.
You know, how they reimagined it.
How do the games hold up?
Well, I've only played the
10 years on?
first one,
Yeah.
and I remember vaguely bits and pieces of it. But to me, it's like a brand new game just because I don't even remember it that well.
And it's fun to play.
Exactly, it's so much fun to play. There's so much to do, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like you're like bogged down. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I remember we played the first Spyro like 1 year of uni. We just downloaded them and started playing them.
Class.
Sitting like meant to be going out and like drinking and stuff, but no, we were playing Spyro.
That sounds like much better.
Yeah, it's obviously what
Way
we were
better.
doing.
I also sampled the McDonald's festive menu.
Oh yeah, what did you try?
I got the chicken Big Tasty. If that makes sense. Big Tasty chicken, whatever it is. It's not as good as you think.
Oh,
It's just 2 chicken selects.
Did they have like cranberry sauce
the
on it or
square
something?
bun? No.
I was good.
It's okay.
I was
It was a nice burger.
offered not offered, but was on offer was a Christmas panini.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been having some Christmas rolls at work.
Have you?
Heated up, so it's like a panini. It's like a stuffing cranberry turkey. It's quite good.
I don't like cranberry sauce, generally
Why?
speaking. I don't know. I just don't. It's too sweet or something with the meat.
Fuck me.
You better have gravy tomorrow, Chris.
Of course, we're having gravy. Good gravy.
You having yams?
No,
Shawnee Mac was wondering should he bring yams for tomorrow.
tell me you're joking.
What did he say? He said all he knows about these things is turkey and yams, and he figures you already have a turkey.
He actually he messaged. Was that in our chat and said, "Should I bring anything?"
Oh, was it?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna message him back now. Yeah, if someone could bring yams, we
would
don't
be
have
great.
yams. Dad is stressing out. He has no yams. Someone bring yams.
Get the yams in.
They're low carbs, low fat, no good. Throw them in. Also, yeah, we have a big fucking spread coming tomorrow.
Super.
It's gonna be great.
actually
A
can't
couple of
wait.
desserts on the go as well. So it's gonna be very, very good. I'm looking forward to it.
So man, I'm pigging out.
yeah.
I'm on the Christmas diet as of now. So I'm gonna keep eating my Domino's.
Well done,
I'm gonna
sir.
be eating my Thanksgiving dinner. I'm gonna be taking out, Chris.
Fuck.
It's
so
December
good.
basically.
I know.
We're allowed
It's
to
so
do it.
good.
I'll start the diet in the new year, like
Good.
everyone else.
Only 6 weeks to that.
Oh, that
It's crazy. I don't think I have anything else to mention.
No, it has been a quiet week for me. Like
It's been a very quiet week for me.
I have to. Jesus
Sorry,
Christ.
I just wanted to
I think that
definitely-
was maybe 122 decibels, Chris.
Probably, yeah.
Fuck me.
Probably. We know that now.
Yeah.
This right here, this is 60 decibels.
60 decibels.
We hope to God that you can listen to this in 60
Oh,
decibels.
Jesus.
Although, based off our last 2 weeks piss poor attempts, you're probably not going to see any of this.
You listen to half of it at 60 decibels.
Thank you to everybody who has been tuning in on the weekly, and we will have the conspiracy follow-up podcast.
Part 2.
We do that next week.
We'll do it next week. It's part 2. 2 towers.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see what I did there?
Yeah, very
See what I
good.
did there?
Very
Think-
good.
You think I know? Do you think you know what we're talking about next
I
week?
think we should maybe just dedicate the entire podcast to that one conspiracy because it's a big,
It's a
hard
big
hitter.
one. It's a big one.
Yeah, 9/11 conspiracy coming next week.
9/11.
Yeah.
How did you get that from 2 towers?
Oh, did you see the thing on Facebook about if you watch the Two Towers and no? All right, I'm gonna blow your mind before we finish. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Here
I'm
we
ready
go.
for
Big
this.
finish, everyone. I'm sure a lot of people might have seen this. Okay. If you start Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers on December 31st at 13 minutes and 19 seconds past 9 at night, you will start the new year with King Theoden saying, "So it begins."
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on
Okay.
board.
Okay. We'll see you all next week. Goodbye and God bless everybody.
Bye bye. I forgot about that.
I didn't.
Let it go away.
Do.